this lonely road, trying to make it home. Doing it by my lonesome, pissed off, who wants some? I'm fighting for my soul. God, get at your boy. You try to go, God, fall back. I go hard on this lonely road, trying to make it home. Doing it by my lonesome, pissed off, who wants some?
I see them long, hard times to come.
Good evening, and thanks for joining us. I'm Corey Howard.
And I'm Jasmine Powell.
And this is your Tiger TV News. Now to your right off top news.
This has been a very interesting week for the GSU students and the sorority sisters of the Divine Nine. Alpha Kappa Alpha, Delta Sigma Theta, and Zeta Phi Beta all celebrated their annual sorority weeks. Each week was filled with daytime and evening events ranging from game nights and budgeting seminars. The Sigma Gamma Rose ended the sororities week by having a probate, which is a presentation of new members. There was a total of 5 women who were initiated into the sorority. Congratulations, ladies.
Following the sororities week, the National Panhellenic Council of Grambling State University will host a Greek week, March 15th through the 21st. The week-long of events will consist of car wash, Greek seminar, clothing drive, a scavenger hunt, kickball tournament, step show, and plot remodeling. GSU and the surrounding areas encourage students to come out and support the D9 week lettered organizations during their week-long of events. For more information about Greek Week, follow GramFam D9 on Instagram or look for posters around campus. And other news on campus, Grambling sports is the topic of discussion. Our very own Taylor Mitchell-Smith has more with the sports.
Thanks, Corey. We've played quite a few games since our last newscast, and I want to bring you up to date starting with men's basketball. And let me say, it's not been so pretty. Since our last newscast, we've lost every game from our rivalry, Southern University 50-58, Elkhorn University 77-91, Texas Southern University 58-81, Prairie View 44-95, Jackson State 33-72, University of Arkansas 57-66, Mississippi Valley 62-66, Alabama State 46-78, A&M University 66-70, and Elkhorn State University once again with 52-66. On the flip side, our Lady Tigers seem to have had better luck with Elkhorn, Arkansas, and Alabama A&M University, Yet, we came up short against Southern, Texas Southern, Prairie View, Jackson, Mississippi Valley, and Alabama State. Along with the men's basketball, our softball team has also been on a losing streak. It isn't anything a little school spirit and support can solve. Our current baseball record is 2-12, and to see the schedule along with the current roster and record, go to www.gsutigers.com. Well, that's all for sports. Now remember, we are all Tigers at heart, so come out and show some school pride and support our athletes. Fight on. Back to you, Anchor.
Thanks, Taylor, for that great news report. Tigers, don't forget to support your G-men and women in all sports here on campus. In other news, the city member of Ferguson, Missouri have decided to resign. 39-year-old John Shaw announced his resignation at the city council meeting Tuesday. His resignation came 1 week after the Justice Department report. The report was released accusing Mr. Shaw of staying in the background while the city, police sheriff, and mayor became the public faces of the turmoil in Ferguson. However, the report highlighted Mr. Shaw as one of the officials responsible for much of the questionable conduct by the police and the courts, which he oversees.
The Justice Department report accused city officials of running the court system as a money-making operation and having a racially biased profile police force that regularly violated constitutional rights through the Justice Department. Separately concluded that Officer Darren Wilson did not violate any federal laws in the shooting. Attorney General Eric H. Holder said that the investigation revealed the root of the anger that brought people into the streets. Many politicians and residents and leaders believe that the Justice Department affirmation of grievances would lead to change. On a lighter note, here's Nikita Turner with more with entertainment news.
I'm Nikita Turner with your entertainment news. Singer Angie Stone is making headlines after allegedly knocking her daughter's teeth out during an altercation in Atlanta. Stone is being charged with aggravated assault, but the 53-year-old is claiming self-defense. The daughter of the singer, Diamond Stone, is saying she was hit in the face with a metal stand after an argument about her 2 children's behavior. One thing led to another, and well, we know the rest. As of now, Stone has been released from DeKalb County Jail. Let's hope this mother and daughter resolve their issues with each other before they have another episode. Speaking of family drama, do you remember the movie Hustle and Flow starring Taraji P. Henson and Terrence Howard? Well, now they've got a new scripted series out called Empire, and unless you live under a rock, I'm sure you've heard of it. The show tells the story of a record label Lucius Lyon, and his fierce ex-con of a wife, Cookie Lyon, and their 3 sons who are in competition to take over his company. Add music, love, dramatic plot twists, and famous guest appearances, and you've got a show that is on the rise every week. In fact, the show has seen 8 straight weeks of growth, which is rare in broadcast television. You can tune in to Fox on Wednesday nights at 8 o'clock to watch, and be on the lookout for a tour and a soundtrack to hit stores and see just how big this empire will rise. Well, that's all I have today for your entertainment news. Join me next time for more. Back to you, Jasmine.
Grambling State University had a special guest come visit the Mass Comm department. The FCC, also known as the Federal Communications Commissioner, visited Grambling State on March 3rd at 11 a.m. at the bottom floor of the Washington Johnson complex. The Federal Communications Commission regulates interstate and international communications by radio, television, wire, satellite, and cable.
The visit was divided up into different sessions, and the first session was the opening, which was done by Ms. Tracy Wright. Mrs. Wright is the director of the University of Communications at Grambling State. After Wright's introduction, the workshop took full effect and started moving forward. The workshop informed many students about the different aspects of the world of media today. Overall, the experience of the SEC visiting Grambling State was a great experience and a very resourceful one to many students. Many students should take the advice of the SEC, stay motivated towards their goals. Hopefully, students will take this message to heart and do exactly that.
That's all we have for you today, Grand Fam. Tune in next week for more Tiger TV news. This is Jasmine Powell.
And I'm Corey Howard.
Thanks for tuning in. That was great. That was good.
On this lonely road, trying to make it home, doing it by my lonesome, pissed off, lonesome. I'm fighting for my soul. God, get at your boy. You try to go, God, fall back. I go hard on this lonely road, trying to make